Hey, this will be a video chart on Washington Mutual Incorporated, WAMUQ. Did this one a few days ago and kind of ironically did exactly what I was talking about. Pretty much just was talking about how I wanted to redo it because this stock has a history of just kind of making moves out of nowhere, it seems. And I think I did it actually on this day right here. So the following day, nothing much. And then all of a sudden, had the big volume bar and the price gapped up and made a nice move upwards. I have no idea what caused that. Maybe there was some sort of news release. I don't know, but just kind of fulfilled my example or what I was saying exactly by just the stock all of a sudden making a nice gap up and move. Where if people were kind of accumulating down here, playing the risk versus reward ratio, they would be set up for a very nice reward already. So with this current move, I've had a few more questions come in, so I want to get it updated. Video won't be too long, but really it boils down to this right now. This stock has had just a very I'm not sure what the right word is, but I don't think annoying would be the right word because the moving average has produced lots of profits. But this orange line here, if we go back, you can see just all sorts of times, basically since this big move here. The price has gone above it, below it, above it, below it, back and forth. And obviously this time here where people accumulated down here, this is where it wasn't annoying. But then sure enough, came down here, dropped below, sunk down, and now we're back above it. So this 200-day simple moving average, once again, this orange line, is pretty much where we sit again in terms of the key thing we want to watch. If this gap up is going to have any sort of true strength behind it and not just be kind of a one-pop wonder, then the price has to stay above this 200-day simple moving average. Really no ands, if, buts about it. If this stock is going to start to make moves up and get out of this range, then it's got to start to form a base here above the 200-day and start to separate from it. Here was a great example. It pulled away, then we had this pullback, and then we had this big follow-through day here where I thought, okay, it's looking like it's finally going to start to pull away, but then lo and behold, over the next few weeks, the price just crumbled all the way back down to it. Now, the one thing to note is every time it does fall back, higher lows have been putting in. So these lows down here, after it pulled back to it, are higher, or are lower than these lows right here. So technically, there is an uptrend starting to take place here. But at the end of the day, the bulls really just need to kind of kick the 200-day to the curb and start to separate from it. It's off to another good start after this gap up. Now it's just a matter of if it pulls back, is it going to just consolidate a little bit before heading back up, or is it going to drift back below it and then just go back into its current range? I wish I knew the answer to that. If I did, I'd be a multi-billionaire. But the chart's not going to tell you that. Nothing's going to tell you that. It's just going to have to be a wait and see situation. But hopefully, if the price does pull back, the 200-day can hold and start to separate from it. As far as resistances go, there's this previous high right here, which is at 20 cents. And with a break of that, I could see a pretty nice move potentially occurring, as the next areas of resistance aren't until basically up around this area. So as you can see, that's a pretty nice gap there in resistance levels. So it's if it can get through 20 cents, hopefully it'll make a deeper run into the 20s. But for now, if I were a longer-term holder in this, my main focus would be what happens in regards to this 200-day simple moving average. Are the bulls going to pull away from it, or are the price going to sink back down here and just kind of drift back into its channel? So if there are any other questions on the chart, please let me know. If not, I'd encourage you to check out bullwarriorstocks.com. If you go there and sign up for the free newsletter, you'll be sent a free ebook, and with your newsletter subscription, you'll get chart setups, trade ideas, educational pieces, all sorts of things from penny stocks up to big boards. So there's a good variety, something for everybody. It's all free. We've been making some good money together, so I'd encourage you to head to the website, sign up, and see what it's all about. One more time, this was WAMUQ. Thanks for listening.